Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be taking a look at this knife from Olight. If you guys don't know, Olight actually makes knives. I have quite a few of their folding knives, this one being part of their Oknife series. But this is actually not found through the Olight website. It's found through their partner website called OBuy. And if you guys are not familiar with OBuy, basically they specialize in outdoor gear, camping gear, things like tents and sleeping bags. They do some cutlery, among those this knife here. So when they reached out and asked if I would be interested in checking out the knife, me being the type of person that loves Olights, I love knives. I love their folding knives. I could not resist but saying yes. So they were gracious enough to send it over. So this is going to be a first impressions unboxing and first look at this knife here. Again, it is a fixed blade knife from Oknife. This one is actually called the Fortitude. Looks really awesome. You have a representation of it here in the front of the box. And then it gives you a little bit of information. So it is a G10 handle with a D2 blade steel, and it is coming at 308.8 grams or 10.89 ounces. Now, if you guys don't know, in the back of a lot of the Olight, Oknife different boxes, on the top of the barcode here, it actually gives you it tells you what is inside the box. So again, this is the Fortitude in OD green. Then also, what they started doing is they started putting this sticker on the outside of the box with the serial number. So this one's actually serial number 207. So I don't know how many of these were made or how many of these are out there, but 207 is, in my opinion, a pretty low number. So I'm glad I got that. So let's go ahead and open up the box and take a first impression look at the knife here. I can get this box open. All right, here we go. There we go. All right. So inside of the box, you've got a couple of things. You have this really cool looking patch. Again, this is for this knife here, the Fortitude. Looks like a grizzly bear kind of slashing at the knife there. Really awesome. I didn't even know that the knife came with this patch. Now, I don't know if they all come with it or if I was lucky enough for mine to come with it, but that was really cool. You have your sheath here. Again, really nice Kydex sheath here. A lot of different mounting options. And then you have your clip in the back here. So that's always good. A nice sturdy clip so you can mount it onto a belt or onto a pack or anything like that. So that's nice. We'll set that off to the side. And then we have in here a little bit of a user manual. Again, it's a knife. I don't know how much a manual you would need, but it does give you a little bit of an overview as far as how to adjust your the clip on your sheath there. Operation guide. Put it in, take it out, and pretty self-explanatory. We'll set that off to the side. And then inside of the box here is the knife right at the bottom here. You have this little paper thing here, kind of separating the knife from the rest of the accessories there. And then you have a little cutout here where you can go ahead and pull out the knife. You have a little protector on the tip there. And that is about it. Okay, so we'll set the bottom of the box off this side. We'll bring the sheath back in. And here is the knife itself. It's a little bit lighter than I was expecting, which is really interesting. But all in all, it feels really nice in the hand. Again, this is OD Green G10. But just OD Green is not just the handle. You also have an OD Green coating. Not sure if this is Cerakote coating or what, but it is OD Green on the blade as well. And then you have Oknife right there on the blade, which is nice, along with D2. And then on the opposite side, you have your serial number, again, 207 at the very top there. And then the name of the knife, which is the Fortitude. Really, really nice feel to this knife. I can tell you it feels really comfortable in the hand. The G10 locks it in very, very nicely. I love the blade shape, the blade profile on this knife. It looks really, really cool. Definitely, obviously something that you could easily carry camping with you, and it would help you do a lot of the camping tasks that you would need. It's not a very thick stock on the blade, so you could do a little bit of light batoning on it from the looks of it, but not something too heavy. Obviously, you're not going to be splitting big logs or anything like that. It is a full tang knife, as you guys can see. The knife goes all the way down to the end there, and then you have your G10 handles there. You can go ahead and take off the screws if you wanted to clean it or something like that, and then you do have an opening in the back right here, so if you want to put in a lanyard, you can go ahead and put in a non-gutted paracord lanyard on there, which I would recommend doing, especially if you're going to be doing any type of light batoning with this. That way you can kind of wrap it around your wrist and have a little bit more control of it. Let's see how the knife clicks into the sheath here. Nice positive click, no rattling. It is not going anywhere, but you know, it releases very nicely. You do have a little bit of jimping right here, but it does ramp up on your thumb there. It is not very aggressive. I would maybe want to see a little bit more aggression to it, especially because past the first 2 runs of jimping here, it actually kind of goes flush with the handle there, with the scales. So not very functional as far as jimping itself would go. The first 2 runs are okay, and then you do have your thumb wrap there. So I would like to see it maybe be a little bit more aggressive, or it kind of protrude a little bit more from the handle itself, just to make it a little bit more usable. You do have a little bit of a finger choil right there, which is nice. And then the blade just kind of ends right there. As is expected, and as my opinion from or my experience from all the other knives I've had from Oknife, it comes razor sharp. I love the way it fits into the sheath here. It keeps a pretty nice and thin form factor, which is great, especially if you're going to be, you know, carrying it around on your belt or something like that. You don't have to worry about it protruding too much. And again, it locks into very nice, but it does release very easily. So I think if you're looking for a nice kind of camping knife, maybe something that will double a little bit as a survival knife, because you do have a pretty acute point right there. You cannot go wrong with the Fortitude here. So if you guys are interested, as I mentioned, this knife is being sold through Olight's companion site, which is OBuy. I will leave 2 links below. I'll leave a link to OBuy, the site itself, and then I'll leave a link to the actual site or location on that site where you can go directly to the knife. If you guys are interested in purchasing it, the knife or anything else on there, these are affiliate links, so it does give a little bit of kickback back to the channel, so I would greatly appreciate that. And then on top of that, if you guys are interested in purchasing anything from the site, you can go ahead and use a code is OBuy, so OBuy 10, and that'll actually give you 10% off your purchase on the site, so on the OBuy site. So if you decide that you want to go ahead and pick up the knife, you can use that code to get you 10% off of the price of the knife, or anything else on the site. You know, you can use the coupon code to basically any product on the OBuy site. So again, please go ahead and use those links that I'll leave below to the site itself, or to the knife if you want to go ahead and purchase the knife itself or anything else on it. But as I mentioned, I think you really cannot go wrong if you're looking for a fixed blade knife, something lightweight, good size. It's not overly big, it's not too small. I think it's right at the right size to do the majority of camping tasks and stuff like that you would need. And then the Fortitude is definitely one to take a look at. So there it is, just a quick look at the Oknife Fortitude from Oknife, sold on OBuy. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.